Hi, Angels, I am here. How y'all doing for this lovely Tuesday after a full moon in Aries? What a kickoff. What a kickoff to the week. Like, I'm dead serious. I mean, like, harvest season is on right now. What have you been working on since the first moon or new moon of this transit, which was in Aries season? You know, what did you learn in the last couple months? All right, because all of what you've learned is what you're harvesting right now. So within the next 2 weeks, you about to be putting into play everything you learned, everything, good or bad, to your benefit. That's what it's all about. And I remember I said I wanted to start talking about moon series, so I guess this is a great way to talk about it, by the moon being in Aries. Now, what is the moon itself? The moon is the planet's emotion. When the moon is full or high, you know, you get high tides and stuff. When the moon's a certain distance, you get low tides. Well, when the moon is full, you get high tides, you're angry. When it's low, you're low tide, you probably feel bad, sad, whatever. When it's fairly balanced, waning or waxing, you're probably in a better, cool mood. You know what I'm saying? People around you are cool. Everything's cool. Everybody happy. That's like some of the best days. So that's how the moon controls the emotions of the planet itself. And it's also one of the fastest moving orbs that we have outside of, I want to say, Mercury. Because I know Mars takes a second. Mercury is communication, so it dashes quick. You know, that's why if you know any Geminis or Virgos, you know they talk real fast, you know, all that, you know. So, and that's what runs it, is Mercury. So, with this new moon, or full moon, my bad. Now with the full moon in Aries, so aggressive. What is Aries? Aries is cardinal fire. That is initiating, creating new ways of doing, seeing, and acting upon things. So Sunday, yesterday, and today are basically the days that are going to propel you. So that means a lot of things that you think you haven't gotten done. There's been a lot of holdback energy. You got to understand that. You feel like there's a whole bunch of shit you're supposed to been doing, but you ain't been doing it. Now's the time you're gonna start doing it, you know? A lot of conflicting energies and stuff, you know, and it's not saying that everything's gonna start getting going, but like a big majority part of what you wanna get done is gonna start to get done now. Like, you know, you're gonna have the energy to do it. You're gonna start meeting the peoples to get stuff going in the direction that you want, because this is building time. And that is like the aggression in the moon. So even today, Tuesday, the 25th September, even on a day-to-day, you probably catch yourself like going home and whatnot, or watching this, and you know, whatever it is that you're doing to help amplify like your goals, dreams, ambitions and stuff, you about to start sitting down and writing that, because you got to write it out. Because we're hopping out of Virgo, and I guess that depends on which system you use, because if you go sidereal and most Eastern astrologies, we're still in Virgo. Like, we're just shifting into it, even though we're going into Libra right now. So with that being said, sorry, you know, I'm trying to drive and like do this at the same time. Probably should be in a more relaxed place. But hey, this is where I get the energies from. It's normally when I'm driving around. That's where it all comes into mind. But anyways, with that having to do with like your emotional body and stuff like that, that's the beauty of this full moon. It's to charge you forward. It's to get you there. You know, if whatever you've been practicing on, getting on and all that stuff, all that is about to start coming to a head, you know. Relationship wise, because we're moving into Libra energy, that's just pretty much how that combines with it. And it's beautiful because it's opposite Aries. Libra is opposite Aries, you know. So with the moon and sun both opposing each other right now, That means it's like highlighting your shadows. It's highlighting because the moon is also in conjunct with Chiron, and Chiron is the wounded planet. So that means with the sun opposing it, it's highlighting all your wounds, all your faults, all your goods and your bads. You know, it's highlighting all that, so you can start correcting it, and you can start moving it forward. So if you catch yourself doing some clumsy shit this week, just be mindful of it, know upon it, and then correct it. That's it. You know? It's simple. Simple as that. Yes, I know it is kind of difficult to transition out of this, but that's transformation for you. No one gives you a handbook or manual on this stuff unless you've grown up around it, and even then, you still don't know everything. And I'm not claiming that I know everything, nor am I asking to be followed anywhere, because all this information you can find on your own. I just feel like, you know, I'm like a bit of a medium, because you can hear a piece of what I'm talking about and go find the rest out and then come up to your own conclusions like I did. That's a lot of the things within spirituality too that I feel it gets misconstrued or misrepresented, because as great as all this stuff is, we tend to look for things externally, which the whole point of spirituality is to go internal and bring that expression out, not go out to find that shit back in. You dig what I'm saying? So it makes it kind of rough, because then that's adding expectations on to things in the spiritual realm, and it don't work like that. There's a lot of patience, Saturn. There's a lot of planning, Virgo. There's a lot of stubbornness, Taurus. There's a lot of emotion, Cancer. There's a lot of dark shit, Scorpio. There's a lot of shallowy, airy, mystical area, Pisces, you know. But there's a lot of fire, passion, Leo. A lot of heart, you know, that one's also Leo. A lot of vision, that's Sagittarius. I mean, there's so much that goes into like all these elements that make up this whole entire thing. And a lot of it is in you. You are all 12 zodiac signs, even though certain ones are highly activated in your body than others. But at the end of the day, you're all the signs. And everything affects you in this realm and others. You know, because that's how we got to be looking at this now. It's a realm, you know. So what can you do in this realm? What can you harvest in this realm? What have you seen in the astros and you want to bring here onto this 3D reality to help better you? You have to go inside to find that. You don't know what you want to do until you go inside and find it. And if you're asking, how do I do that? That's great. You're at the best part. Because now that you're asking that question, you'll start stumbling upon it. Because you're not asking me. You're not asking anybody. You're asking yourself. Take time and ask yourself, what do I want? What do I need? What is cool about me? What makes me excel? What makes me separate from other people? Because I know everybody's with the we are the world. Fuck that. No, we are all special and individual and unique in our own ways. And God would not make us all the same, because we would all be bored out here. We all got to do something different. All right? Yeah, the love is the same, but as we can see in America, it's not really. But we're not going to get into that. We're going to keep it on the spectrum of the fact that, you know, you are a special individual and there's a certain talent for you. You know what I'm saying? You can't be out here hating on people's gifts and stuff like that when you're chock full of them and you ain't using none. You can't get mad at nobody for doing what is innately given to them. All right, that's how this spirituality works. That's why they want you to be cool and fine within first. Love you first before you go and love anybody else. And I think we take that saying for granted, because of course everybody's, you know, oh, that's so cliche, whoopty wop wop. But nah, it's true. Like if you don't love yourself to a standard point, that when you break up from this quote unquote love that you have with another person, that you go into all disarray and you get into drunk modes and you fuck up your life and stuff like that. Like when you get into that phase, that means there's a portion of love for yourself that you didn't have, and you relied on this other person for that love. That was all missing from you. That's why a majority of the times when you break up, unless you like that type of person and are checked out of the relationship for a long time, you wind up by yourself, and you do take that minute to actually get yourself together, and before you go out confusing yourself, fucking other people, this, that, and the third, and then fucking up their shit because you're hurt. Hurt people, so that's how that rolls, you dig what I'm saying? So that's why it's always good to know thyself. It's always good to love thyself. It's always good to have that style of respect and dignity for yourself before you go out and give yourself to others, so you can pull back and know that without that person, you can go do this. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to be around that motherfucker 24 hours a day, because you got your own life. That's individualism, if that's even a word. But you have that innately in you. And if y'all decide to work together, then that's cool. That's partnership. That's what a lot of Libra, that's what all this energy is about. Also, not to overindulge in a lot of this energy either. But at the end of the day, if you utilize it in the proper manners, you're good. You're golden. You know what I'm saying? People will follow you off that basis, because that's the energy that's around. So it's time to be a little bit more on the creative side, especially when it does come to finding who you are, what you like to do, what your position is in this go. And it don't gotta be nothing like special, man. You could be the best McDonald's manager ever. You know what I'm saying? But as long as you're doing that, being true to you, being honest with yourself, being loving to yourself, man, having that dignity for yourself, standing up for yourself, staying in your power, staying true to you. How does the hood mystic call it? Pronoia. Paranoia is you having fear for everything. Pronoia is going towards that fear. Handling your fear, handling your business, understanding that this universe, this world does not define you. You define you. Your mistakes do not define you. You define you. The people that look and judge you for your mistakes don't define you, because they don't pay your bills, do they? They don't got to wake up and be you, do they? No, only you can be that. That's what makes you unique. So get yourself out the gutter if you in one. We getting into the happy jolly time. We got Halloween coming up. We got Christmas coming up. Thanksgiving coming up. So everybody's going to start being a little bit more joyous and stuff, because, once Jupiter goes back into its home sign of Sagittarius, which is going to be the gift givings, you got a whole lot of, just relationship style things. And especially within the twin flame soulmate departments, which in that, there's, I don't know, people got their own tales in it. Me, I'm more in the zone of understanding that, those energies are for what you're trying to do. So if you ain't doing what you're supposed to do, you can lose that energy. You can get that love of your life, but if you ain't doing shit but hogging their energy, then that love is gonna go elsewhere. Nigga, they ain't got. They was probably already on a journey. You just interrupting it, and they don't need that, and people will disappear from you. So these times are really like those types of things, and you can have something going good, and people come on to you. The snakes everywhere, sharks everywhere, waiting to pull you out of your zone and stuff like that. So be real easy on this time. Be real comfortable on this time. Be, like I always say, be easy on yourself. Be mindful of whom is around you, what is around you. Be mindful of a lot of that stuff, because a lot of that stuff is not checked, not cleared or anything like that. You get you killed out here right now, man. 2018 going into 19 ain't no joke. But I ain't trying to scare nobody. I'm just trying to keep everybody in the positive side and note. Alright? I'm just trying to keep everybody happy, but I'm also trying to keep it real too. Because this is real. Once you jump into the spiritual realm and start really understanding things get real. Oh, so real. Or maybe they just call it growing up. One or the other. Either way. You know, I don't like making these videos too long. I feel like they want me to say a lot more, but I'm gonna cut it short right here. And, you know, wait till I get more of my notes and stuff, because I didn't do that. I just kind of did this on a whim. As you can see, I'm not even aiming the camera at myself. I'm trying to get home to my babies. But this be the Angel of I Am. I love y'all. With good vibes sent all y'all way. Shout outs to all the Libras, Libra moons, Libra risings, or just Libras in general. Happy birth month. You know, I know. I'm going to be loving and working with that energy because I am a Libra rising, so that means the sun is in my first house right now. So yeah, connections, all that stuff is it's gonna be popping. I mean, I see a lot of big things happening for the land's juices, for beautiful transformations, for everybody in this camp of mine that is just gradually growing. Just be on the lookout. Y'all gonna be seeing a lot of stuff out here, man. We gonna change some things in big ways, and this isn't just off of me just rambling or nothing. No, this is a community thing. Everybody that's watching this right now is going to be a part, because your energy, even if you don't give up any money, just your energy, your attention is the new currency in the world right now. Attention. So as long as you're giving us attention, you add into our currency. Again, love you. Beautiful transformation. Angel of I Am. DZD. Take it easy. Peace.